What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. Doing some weekend energy for all the elements. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is up next. And I feel like there is some kind of ending or new beginning that you're not really sure about. You don't know what decision to make. Some of you guys want to move forward. Some of you guys are kind of at this point where it's just over with. This is the end of these pretty powerful emotions where you feel like you're drowning. I feel like it's more than emotions, it's a lot of things. And you've kind of done some self-reflecting. You realize that there was some cycles that you needed to end. With some people who might not have had the greatest intentions for you. I think that you guys are scared. Some of you guys are so stressed out that you're just not wanting to see something, not wanting to deal with you're going to be getting a message about a job. I think that you need to tell someone, you know, that you want to take a new job because it's more money. I feel like you're dealing with an air sign that doesn't really talk much, or they're not talking to you. They need to make a decision. They are figuring out kind of in the process of healing, figuring out what it is that they want to do next. And right now they have a lot of anxiety about a current situation, or a lot of anxiety about starting something new, because I feel like they don't want to be hurt. But this person is possibly your soulmate. And you guys are both trying to balance some things out and make this work, but maybe just realizing that you guys are learning about yourselves, that there might be that you need to work together, that you guys need to communicate how you feel, that there is happiness here, but it's just like someone's holding back because of money things and focused on the past. I feel like there's single energy. There's someone who's not really talking about the truth maybe, or financial difficulties. I think that you guys are both maybe on different pages, but it's like you're still both manifesting the same things: a relationship, a new job, but there's a lot of mental conflicts with one of you. Because there's still maybe another relationship involved, or someone needs to figure out what they want, someone needs to figure out how they feel. Someone doesn't know if how they feel is real. I think that there's just a new beginning in general. There's some, so the Two of Swords, there's this guy sleeping at the bottom, then there's a mermaid sitting there with a shell. And it's like, you kind of feel like you want to kind of come together with someone and, you know, compromise and make a decision, but it's like one of you doesn't really talk very much. One of you maybe needs some rest. One of you could be ending a cycle and they haven't made a decision about what they want to do next, or what way forward they want to go. I think that there was an ending here for somebody that was pretty painful. And I think that there could be an ending to a job. There could be an ending to energy of based on lust, where, you know, you were kind of caught up with someone who maybe was really charming and stuff, but they really only wanted sex. So you had to go within and figure out the parts of yourself, or maybe you still do, the parts of yourself that maybe you haven't healed, the parts of yourself that are attracting these types of people, the parts of yourself that are so afraid to trust anyone because of some things that you were involved in the past, or maybe you feel like this person still has this toxic energy. But I think that there's movement forward, that things are going to be better, that things have been rough, that there is emotional fulfillment here, there is abundance, but you're still holding on to something. They're still not wanting to let go of something from your past. And it has something to do with maybe this deception that was here, or are you deceiving yourselves into thinking that every situation from here on out is going to be the same because this is how someone else was to you? Because I think that you guys want love, you want this relationship, you want this, you have all these emotions, but it's like you don't want to carry everything on your own because you guys are still kind of recovering from the last time that happened. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who had to end something in their life to get rid of the toxic energy in their life, because they also kind of went through something similar and want the same things, but they're kind of really stressed with everything they have going on. And it's like emotions need to be balanced. You know, there's a lot of confusion around emotions. There's a lot of, what are someone's true intentions? Do they just want sex, or do they want to have a relationship? And I feel like someone just feels like giving up because things didn't really work out. Someone is like tormenting themselves with their thoughts because there's some things that they still need to recover from. There's some things that they need to forgive. People were deceptive in the past. There was a lot of sexual energy, but I feel like you're getting out of it, and you recognize the things in your life that were chaotic, and you did make some wrong choices and things didn't really get off the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that if you were to balance yourself out and heal the lotus flowers down here, I feel like you're going to rise up from everything that you've been through. And some of you guys were hurt really badly by another person. Some of you guys are dealing with this depression still, because it was not only, for some of you it was physical, for some of you it was mental, for some of you, you just don't understand why this had to happen this way, because of this depression that it threw you in was really deep and heavy. And that's why you're hesitant to make a decision for the future about, you know, telling someone how you feel, because you don't want to be attached to the wrong things. So you kind of feel disconnected with your emotions because you're still dealing with this situation where there was loss and regret. And I think that some of you guys have a soulmate energy here. Maybe you're looking back at the past, you're reminiscing about the past, and it's like, you know, you're pulling back. Some of you guys need to wait for something. Some of you guys don't know how to open up because you're filled with so much anxiety and not being able to sleep and not thinking clearly, that you're kind of missing the fact that it's your decisions and your actions that can bring about the right things into your life, even if your past situations weren't the greatest, because there is someone who will give you the same things that you give them. There is a stable foundation, but it needs to be built, and make sure that you're not still attached to old things, because you do need to make a decision about things. And some of you guys might be dealing with someone who, you know, kind of could be dealing with legal matters. Maybe you're trying to pull your emotions out of things because you do need to take action on something, but you also need to get out of your own way when it comes to your thoughts and feelings, and realizing you needed to move on from something. You needed to take a new direction in your life and, you know, invest in the right things and people for the right reasons, because you just feel like you're not able to move on or move forward, because it's like you need to have a conversation with someone and tell them the truth about either a financial situation or about what you want to do and how you truly feel, because someone doesn't talk about their emotions. Someone is very closed off when it comes to, you know, wanting to be stable, wanting this happiness and this partnership with a soulmate. But it's like you need to maybe you are involved in a situation where you just now realize that someone that you were in a relationship with had a baby with someone else, and it was someone that you cared a lot about. So this is something that is still really relevant. Some of you guys are still married to someone who you kind of don't want to be hurt anymore, or maybe there was this past energy, but I feel like you need to learn how to be defensive to the right people in your life, and how to be the person, you know, maybe on your own. And some of you guys might be dealing with your counterpart that is single or needs to be single until they can make a decision about what they want. Because I think that someone just needs to tell you that they don't have the same feelings, or that they don't, that their emotions are still kind of in the past. Because I think that there needs to be a decision made about confidence, taking control, moving forward despite differences, if you want this relationship to work. And it does really going to take some time and investing. And I think that there are some people that, you know, you need to let these old things go. Maybe work on yourself, work on your relationships with other people. Because I think that someone is really concerned about a job. Someone is really concerned about some kind of friendship, or some people that are around them. And, you know, I think that it's time to, you know, either submit your resume to a company where there could be more money, and, you know, there's can be an ending to cycles here. But I think that more importantly, you know about something, and you know that maybe there's more healing to do. You know that you need to kind of make these decisions for yourself and cut out the old things, but also let old things go. And because you're so unsure about the future, or what another person is actually doing, that you might still be subconsciously holding on to old energy and partnership and things along that line does take compassion and patience and a balancing of two people together. There's someone you're attracted to that you kind of retreated from you, and I think that there might be finances, there might be someone not really telling you how they feel. I think that you guys might be dealing with someone who's just doesn't think that you guys have the same things in common, and you know, you might be attracted to someone who has children in another situation, so they kind of didn't love you in the same. This could be an old situation where you need to figure out how to allow situations to unfold naturally and not be too dependent on another person, and realize there's love here, but you do need to take the time to get to know someone and tell the truth about how you feel, and, you know, be able to trust another person, because I think that there's a lot of fear, and I think that you guys are separated from someone that maybe you need to kind of forgive, releasing and healing the past and figuring out what you want and making the effort towards that, because some of you guys do have love here, but you need to love yourself first to come back together and realize that you have to kind of work on some things and call in the right people to your life, and it has a lot to do with energy and what you're attracting. And, you know, don't be afraid to tell someone how you feel. Because you do deserve love, but you need to kind of make the effort and express that to someone if there's feelings involved, because I think that there's someone waiting for a message from someone, and there might be someone coming back from your past that is your true love, but you need to kind of stay optimistic and realize that you've already met the romantic partner you seek, but you do need to make the effort, and it's okay to love again. Some of you guys, it does have something to do with timing. That divine timing is at work in your love life, and you can't really control how things are going to go. It's going to happen how it's supposed to, and regardless of, you know, whatever you were dealt with in the past, it's time to have a new outlook on new situations in the future, and maybe look for a new job and work really hard, and don't be so hard on yourself, and realize that you are supported, and it's kind of time to make decisions and compromises and recover from old things so that the future can be a little bit better, because I think that some of you guys have been in abusive situations that you might have gotten out of, you know, but it's also brought about this depression and kind of feeling there's a lot of insecurities, and maybe you feel like you missed an opportunity, or you feel like someone's not telling you something, but it might just be old feelings, you know, and not really opening up to people about how you truly feel and what's actually going on. So I think that it's time to just have a conversation, realize that there is a new job and investment source coming in, that there's some kind of new something that you're going to want to do, and it's okay to do it, but maybe if there's something that isn't really happening right now, that you might have to work on it and kind of wait for a little bit longer and until this confusion kind of wears off. And I think that there just might be some issues with things getting off the ground right now, but don't be afraid of the change and thinking that everyone or every situation is going to be the same as it was in the past, because that's not true. You need to trust your intuition, trust yourself, and have this new beginning. Forgive yourself, forgive another person, take time to recover, know that there is new things coming. And I think that it's okay to kind of fight for what you want and make your intentions clear with another person. So there's going to be a lot of clarity around a job situation. I do see money coming in, good things coming in, good news coming in, and better people. Anyways, that's all I have for you. Bye.